Hello everyone, it's me, Dakota. I'm taking over the freaking channel today. So since a lot of things are in the works right now, I am going to be answering your questions for Teal on Tellonym since she constantly answers them by text, but since she has so many, she is going to basically answer them later after this video, so yeah. Anyway, to all my fans, hello. I know you're not used to me taking over the channel. This is really weird for me. Trust me, I'm more of just staying behind the scenes and acting out my freaking life. And yeah, but anyway, let's get this shit over with. Any set tips for someone just starting out and any video tips in general? Thank you. I know Teal plans to make like a tips video, but I will answer your question. Really, just starting out, just be yourself. If you have any like ideas of what you want to do on your channel, do them. And just see how far you go, really. I always say like the best way to start out on a channel is literally just introducing yourself, like saying hi, what your name is, and you know, what is going to be on your channel, and just leave it at that. Thoughts on how to make a man happy? Literally, just be yourself. Just be yourself and don't cheat. That's it. And if a man doesn't like you for you being yourself, then he ain't shit. Was religion ever an issue with you and your friends, and why? If religion was an issue with friends, then I don't think you guys would be friends. Dakota, what are you doing with the camera? Doing your Tellonym video for you because you never do it? Oh, thanks. But I can answer this next question. What is it? They're asking if religion was ever an issue with you and your friends. Not necessarily. I did have an experience with a friend that is very, very Christian. I'm not going to say their name. I don't have anything against them, really. I am Christian myself, but I'm not like... I don't really do many religious practices or anything like that, but I do believe in God. I think the only thing that was really an issue wasn't the fact that, oh, like, a religion's different from mine or anything like that, or it's like we're different in our practices. It's just, I'm more so, I'm not really someone that's like extremely a person that, I can't really word this correctly. I'm really just someone that doesn't really do many religious practices. I will go to church virtually, obviously, because we can't really go all the way at home because of my grandmother, and I work on Sunday. Before I, stopped going really to my virtual sermons, or whatever they're called. Meeting, whatever it's called. I'm sorry. Like I said, it's been a long time, but we usually always go on Sunday. Yeah. And just sit through and then, just go about the rest of my day. And I will think about the lessons that are being taught, so yeah. But I'm someone that swears like a freaking sailor, and my friend doesn't, and yeah. So I would say the only hard thing would be is just, I guess, censoring myself and also respecting boundaries as well, and plus my humor is a lot more darker than theirs. But I don't really have anything against them, really. They're really a nice person, and we do have, like, other differences aside from, like, our own practices and we have differences in other beliefs, but it's usually never an issue. I don't talk to them anymore due to some drama that happened a couple years ago, not with them specifically, but with someone else, and, I do miss them, though, so yeah. I always get the feeling that they hate me, and I'm always afraid to ask, but I just keep my distance because I don't think they want anything to do with me anymore, so. But I support them from a distance, but yeah, that's usually it. Okay, I gotta go. Okay, back to the next question. Does rejection really hurt you? Advice on dealing with it. Rejection does hurt, it does, but, how to deal with it. Say, you have a crush on someone, and obviously the scenario would be oh, they already have somebody else. Or a better scenario would be, like, say if you dated someone and you guys broke up and, you still have feelings for them and you try to get them back, but they don't want you back and they're done with you, really. And not, like, in a sense of, like, oh, fuck you, I'm done. Like, as in you guys are still, okay friends. You have nothing really against each other except, your partner's moved on I should say former partner has moved on and you are, sad. All I can say is, go through the 5 stages and then just, accept and just heal. Really just, move on. And I know it's easier said than done, but, focus on yourself, focus on you, and, it's like what RuPaul says, if you don't love yourself, how the hell can you love anybody else? So yeah, cry out all your tears, I know you will, but, If you just get through all the tears, and then once you're done crying, do whatever you can, just to move on. Like, hang out with friends, family, hang out by yourself. Like, get used to hanging out by yourself, because hanging out by yourself isn't always a bad thing. So, yeah. Is Jackson's dad returning? We don't know yet. When is your birthday? Teal, another question that I can't fucking answer. June 30th. What are you not in the mood for right now? Alright, I'm just gonna answer everything for her. She is not in the mood for the next episode of Eternally Yours because she is going to cry. You guys are in for some really, really fucked up shit. I advise you get your tissues. Why is change so difficult? Because you were so used to, following like a schedule or anything like that. The same old routine, but then when something changes, you're just like, the fuck? But change isn't always bad. It really depends on the scenario because change can mean a lot of things, but usually, you're just used to something that you may see every day, but then when something is out of the ordinary, you're like, hold up, whoa, what's this? What? And then you just gotta, learn to accept it or not, really. I just say, learn to accept it because, once change happens, and get used to it. And that could be said for a number of scenarios with the subject of change. It's like what the old saying goes, if you can't beat them, join them. Or don't and just be an ignorant piece of shit. The next couple questions are from our friend Lauren, aka LPS, Cuddly Bunny LPS fan. Hello, by the way. And the question isn't really a question, it's more of a statement. She says, I'm so excited to watch the collab. You spelled collab wrong, but that's okay, who cares about spelling? We are too, even though I'm not excited because I'm in it and I am not happy with what happens to me. Good thing it's only for funsies. But in all honesty, though, I am excited once the collab comes out, but the problem is the printer isn't working, and yeah, so. We thought of doing another thing instead of just getting the printer because I'm getting a little impatient on filming, but I know I have to take my time, or TL has to take her time, yeah. But it will come soon. Well, since we're already in the works of Eternally Yours episode 10, it's gonna have to wait, so yeah. But the collab will come soon. Just stay tuned, y'all. Just stay tuned. Patience.
I watched a new episode of Eternally Yours, and it was amazing as always. I just gotta say that Dustin is so sick in the head for doing that. If that was me, I would let go of the past and move on. Not blackmail to have a nightstand with someone.
Yeah, Dustin, you piece of fucking garbage! Hey, look. I just had to do what I had to do. You have so much hell to pay, man. You're fucked up, my guy. You are fucked up. In the words of Selena Gomez, tell me something I don't know. Ow, you fucking asshole. I'm fine. A couple other questions from Lauren that I want to get out the way.
Since we're on the subject of Dustin, why does Dustin hold a grudge against Parker? If I was him, I would not hold a grudge on something for that long. I would move on, depending on the situation. Second, communication is the key. Dustin blackmailed Kiko again, and they broke up because of it. That's the reason that they've broken up in the first place. I hope they don't break up again. Third, if I was Kiko, I would talk to my true love or someone I could trust, and then have a nightstand with Dustin. No matter what he does to me, I'm telling on him.
Okay, I mean, Dustin already made it clear that he's a piece of human shit, so there really isn't much else to say for his ass. But Kiko, do you wanna, comment on that?
Sure, I'd love to. Hi, viewers.
A lot of people really hate you. Especially Zay. By the way, shout out to Melanin Studios. So,
hate me all you want. I know you secretly love me.
they're about to hate you even more if you don't shut the fuck up and just answer the fucking question.
Okay, Jesus. I'm sorry that I'm not on camera that often, except when I'm playing myself when I was younger. Jesus Christ. Anyway, listen. I know that I could have talked to Parker, but guess what? I didn't, but, the past is in the past, and you just gotta move forward, okay? I won't spoil too much for this episode since we're literally in the middle of it, but yeah, we're stopping because Teal's family is watching a movie, and yeah. So she figured that all of us can answer questions and shit like that, so yeah. Anyways, but just know that I know, but you learn, okay? Alright, I love you guys. Okay, bye.
Okay, anyway. And by the way, before you ask, yes, she is that annoying Offset. Will Jake ever come home? Eternally Yours. I'm just gonna leave you guys on a cliffhanger on that one. Your opinion when people look different in their Insta pics. We are about to go on a whole ass tangent about that.
Here we go!
Listen, if
you are someone that wants to tweak themselves to look different than what you actually look like on Instagram. Stop it now! You are beautiful the way you are. Don't let those stupid fucking apps tell you anything else. If someone calls you fat, own it. If someone calls you too thin, own it. Because guess what? No one in the freaking world looks like Jennifer Lopez on a magazine or Ariana Grande in a magazine. Literally almost anything, like posters, magazines, or anything like that. It's all Photoshop! Uninstall the body fixing app now. Uninstall it now. Do it. Do it. Half of the models on Instagram have Photoshop. I promise you. No one actually looks like that. I promise. Do not let the unrealistic beauty standards of men define you, okay? You're beautiful the way you are. I love you. But to the random creeps that are pretending to be other people to lure in younger kids or naive people, fuck you, and I hope you go to hell.
I said what I said!
What would happen to your friendship when someone from your friend group confesses to having feelings for you? Ooh, this is a good question. Okay, so if your friend confesses to you that they like you, if you like them back, obviously tell them. If you don't like them back, tell them. Just be honest with them. Just say, hey, I appreciate it, but, I don't like you like that. And, usually you just move on. However, if your friend decides to, manipulate you into trying to get you to like them, cut them off immediately. If they can't take the hint that you don't like them, then just stop talking to them and they should get the message. And if they still don't get the message, call the cops. Because usually that brings up a lot of, drama. And I may be a little far-fetched saying, because, it may not lead to shit like, I don't know. It may not be as overdramatic as a lot of movies that deal with that kind of scenario, but you know what I mean. Will Zagan ever appear in Eternally Yours? By the way, I spelled Zagan wrong, and it's from Lauren. Unfortunately, the demon inside my head will appear, but not yet. He will just have to wait. Is compatible zodiac signs in a relationship important to you? Not really. I mean, actually, let me get Teal to answer this fucking question. Get over here! Oh my god, I'm here. You don't have to shout at me. I am your boss. Sorry, but I have anger issues, so just get to it. Anyway, not necessarily. I mean, I do believe in astrology a little bit. I would say for closure, I'd say, it's important. With my boyfriend, I'm a Cancer, he's a Pisces. And, throughout, the years, I've learned that Pisces and Cancers are very compatible, and we are, and I'm really happy. But aside from all that, zodiac signs really aren't that important in a relationship, because if you really should just, get to know a person, because, no one is a bitch because they're a fucking, I don't know, a Scorpio. They're a bitch because they're a bitch, not because they're a zodiac sign. But if you are someone that believes in astrology and you think that it's important to have a compatible zodiac sign, then, you do you. And if you're someone that doesn't really believe in, astrology, but to a certain extent, and you just want to know if you are compatible with someone via zodiac sign for closure purposes, then, it's fine. It really depends. The last 3 things you bought online. The last 3 things we bought online were 2 LPS and green stuff. That's how my jacket was made. What have you always wanted to try but didn't like when you did? Teal absolutely fucking hated riding the zipper. If you don't know what the zipper is, it's this fucking ride on the amusement park, and they were actually forced to go on by their little brother, and they rode on it, and they hated it. Absolutely fucking hated it. Will Dustin have a redemption arc? Honestly, at this point, I don't think the fucking piece of shit will have a redemption arc, so probably not. How do you react if they introduce 2 people and they start hanging out without you? Oh man, that is a messy scenario. I am so sorry that happened. Honestly, if you introduce 2 people and then they start hanging out without you, just talk to them saying, hey, I feel left out. And if they're gonna, just see how it goes. Like, say if they'll invite you to places more, and if they don't, cut them both off. Or all of them off. Or you said 2, so cut them both off. Just find better friends. I know it sounds kind of stupid, but you just find better friends. The world is filled with 8 billion people now, so there's plenty of friends around to find, don't worry. And of course, hang out with the people that you love. Other friends you have, family, just, and also by yourself if you must. Just get used to, hang out by yourself. Sometimes your own company is the best company. Alright, we're gonna stop the video here because we still got a crap ton of questions, so stay tuned for a part 2. Well, really the next part of the freaking, I guess, Tellonym series or whatever, I guess. Anyway, I love you guys, little strikers, since I'm taking over. Here's kisses. Okay. All I request is A, take care of yourself. B, wash your hands. And C, like, comment, and subscribe on this YouTube channel. Stay tuned for Eternally Yours episode 10, of course, and peace. Love you guys. Bye.